hitting that.
You made it.
Yep. No heat check.
Made it again.
Oh my god, I'm back.
What?
I'm back, bro. Holy. And after all the hype, anticipation, and excitement that is built around this, it is finally time. Me and Joe No's official debut. Me and Joe became good friends a few months ago, and since that point, we've always kind of joked about teaming up. Occasionally, he'd come in the streams and talk about what role I'd be on the team, or if I thought I could do this or that, just different ways that I could fit into his offense. I would talk about how I'd actually never miss off of goal dimer, how much space he'd have if I was on the court, and just little things like that. Mind you, at the time, these are jokes, but what I've learned in life is every joke has a little bit of truth to it. And while both of us have had massive success so far this year and have won a lot of events, we know that combining could take us to the next level. And now it's time to show the competition what they're blessed that they haven't had to experience yet. The game-ruining duo gracing the court for the first time together. And what better way to start us off than in the King of the Console Xbox tournament. 3 rounds of grit. If anything was going to test us, it would be today. There's a lot on the line as fans want to see great basketball and the expectations are oh so high. A lot of people don't understand that good things take time and they're going to expect us to do great right away. And I'm not going to lie to you, I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to live up to the expectations. But let me tell you, I think we exceeded even my own expectations. The fans wanted a show and that's exactly what they got. Starting off the jump, I came in on 10. Normally when I stream, I'll be a little bit more relaxed and loose. I'll be talking to the chat, cracking jokes, not really locked in, just entertaining the stream. But not today, man. Today was all about setting the precedent that we are the super team that people are calling us and that we're going to live up to the expectations and maybe even exceed them. And I know there's a lot of eyes on me specifically looking to see how I'm going to adjust, how I'm going to adapt. So I don't have time to play around. I got to lock in and set the tone. And when I say this, I'm not exaggerating. This might have been the most comfortable I've ever been walking into a team in my 2K career. Right off the rip, I felt comfortable. I got involved early and often, and to be real, I didn't even feel like I had to get into a different role. I felt like I already knew what I was here to do, and I did just that. My new Robin role I'm playing to the best of my ability. That's all I can do, and that's all I'm gonna do. But getting a 40-point game early in the night, I wanted to put the world on notice early. That even though everybody expected me to struggle, I'm not going to miss a beat. A lot of people presumed that I'd be the 3rd or 4th option. And to be fair, I had no clue what I would be myself. But it's pretty clear that I'm becoming a reliable option for Joe early. He has trust in me already, and that's only going to grow as time goes on. I mean, again, coming out and setting the tone like this, it's only going to get better as he sees he can lean on me and come to me when the offense gets a little bit more slow. This is exactly the tone I wanted to set though, because me, Joe, and Bullet combined for 98 points on our team scored 100. Yeah, Swag X Godly only had 2 and Hoff had 0. That shows you right away how deadly this team could be. Not even getting one of our other elite scoring options involved and not getting our center any easy points, and we still dropped 100 first game together. It doesn't take a genius to understand how scary that is and how scary it can be as we continue to move forward. But we weren't done yet. Like I said, that's only one series and one opponent. We ended up hopping into the next series where I did a little bit more of the same. See, the offense struggled a little bit. And by struggle, I mean we still scored 70 points while the other team scored 38. However, I had my way with this team. I went 11 of 11, getting whatever I wanted. Anything I wanted to go was absolutely going. And that's what I like right there. I like when my team knows they can come to me and you might as well count it as a guaranteed basket. Even though in this game Joe didn't go too crazy, he still had a calm 11 points and 11 assists with only 1 turnover. He's absolutely controlling the game and making the right reads, getting me involved and putting a lot of pressure on the defense. You see, in the past, they had a lock on the hash. And obviously, Bauer's a really good player, but it's one of those things where you can only respect a lock's offensive game so much because of the build. With our current lineup, we're running double shooting guards. So it's one of those things where we're sacrificing a little bit on defense to get a major boost on the offensive end. And it's clearly paying off. We only missed 12 shots. And like I said, I'm here to set the tempo early. I'm going to let it be known that if anybody's going to struggle, it's not going to be me. I'm going to be the best counterpart that I can be. And with our 6-man rotation, if anybody's ever hitting that bench, It's not going to be me if I have anything to say about it. I trust Joe in his judgment, and I trust the team absolutely. But I'm going to play to the point where it's going to be almost impossible to bench me. That's how I'm feeling. And I even had the craziest barrage of 3-point baskets made in a row that you might have ever seen. And I did all of this with no takeover. I'm out here letting people know what time it is. I'm telling y'all boys right now, if you're not a believer, you're going to become one. But this is only 2 series in, fellas. And the worst was yet to come, because we had a championship matchup versus a very, very, very elite team. And let me break that team down for you, because not a lot of you guys might know. They had Jack Threes only at the 1, who was one of my most upcoming point guard prospects. He was actually number 7 on my list in the top 10, and I feel like he's going to continue to work his way up. They had Meter Dunk at shooting guard, who is known for being a top player for a long time. They had XO Bump, who was on RIP Clutch's account, and he's known as the biggest lock snub from the NBA 2K League draft. Everybody thinks he should be in. They also had Heniana and Troel, who are respectively top 10 players at their position, especially Troel, who I personally think is one of the best centers out there. I play with him a lot, and I know what he gets into. But let me tell you guys this right now. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I certainly wasn't expecting for our first game versus them for me to come out and drop a slight 40 points on them and us to win 101-50. And I know these scores look crazy. I'm telling y'all, even looking back at it now, I'm just shocked. But I'm telling you guys right now, we're not just playing versus slouch teams. These are really well-respected players, especially this series that you're looking at right now. I couldn't believe my eyes, man. Our offense was getting whatever we wanted. And the craziest part of the whole thing is the level to which our defense played, forcing Jack to shoot 4 of 15 and Meter Dunk to shoot 5 of 12. We knew we were going to be one of the most potent offenses, but we didn't know that we were going to have this much defensive upside. We were swinging, making great rotational calls, and it almost looked like we had been playing together for years. But the thing about these tournaments is you can never get too high or too low. Like I said, that's just game 1, and you never know what's going to hit you in the mouth in game 2. You could easily get reverse swept if you don't lock in and tighten up. But let me tell you guys something right now. We were so dialed in. And even though we took a little bit of a step back defensively, allowing Jack and Meter Dunk to get 20 respectfully, we still put up 80 points as a team. Joe having a smooth game, shooting 10 of 11, me dropping 26, and even Bullet getting a calm 5 for 7 from 3 with his own 15 points. Everybody was hooping, and again, the scariest part about our team is if you don't play perfect on that offensive end, we're going to. So if you're not out there putting up 100 points, guess who's going to? It's going to be us. The upside of this team, man, is so scary. And I'm telling y'all, even though we've only played together 1 tournament, it looks like we've been playing together for years. And if you're one of our opponents, that should frighten you. It takes time for good players to gel together. But for us today, it didn't take any time at all. All I can say is good luck to the competition. And for the fans, stay tuned for more.